We are going to pick up right where we left off. I just finished routing the inlay cavities yesterday. As you can see, I have a change of clothes. I just got home from work, so we're going to pick up and finish up these inlays and get them glued in. And for the glue, I'm using fish glue. And this fish glue, I mixed in a couple of drops of color tone liquid stain, medium brown. We're going to see how that works. I haven't ever done it this way. The last time I did this, I just used regular fish glue with no color added to it. But I felt like maybe this would, there are some gaps here and there where the inlays, the sides of the inlays are not, perfectly perpendicular to the surface. Some of them are kind of skewed a bit. And so that created, especially around these little bitty ones at the bottom, created a few little voids where, the inlay cavity is obviously perpendicular, but the inlay itself has a little bit of an angle on it from the cutting process, I assume. So this should hopefully fill in any of those voids. And maybe, I hope I didn't go too dark with the color tone stain. We'll find out, I suppose, together. So let's get to work. Enough. I'm just going to use this as a clamping caul. All the inlays are flat, the bottom of the channels are flat, so this should be just fine. There we go. Now you can sort of see what I'm doing. These don't have to, you don't have to clamp this for dear life or anything. It's going to be just fine. Cool, that's all there is to it. Those will dry till tomorrow, and then we'll see how we did. Well, while those inlays are drying, we can get back to the body, which I have now, as you can see. I've taken it out of the clamps. I've taken the screws out, and we can cut off this excess on both of those tabs. We don't need it anymore. And then we can clean up this edge. The maple is routed down to the final size. The mahogany will have to come down to match it. And I will probably just do that on the belt sander, the oscillating belt sander here on my little rigid sander. I left it about 1/8 of an inch oversized all the way around, and I've got a 40 grit belt on there. And that'll make pretty quick work of this mahogany. So yeah, let's do it. See the joint right there? Nice and flat. Looks really good on those two sections. But the rest of this excess, of course, we'll have to, if you can see how much excess we've got there, have to sand that off. So we'll do that now. We're very close now. I'm going to switch that belt out. Maybe go with one a little finer. Okay, well, I have got this sanded down to where it is just ever so proud. I mean, it's almost imperceptible, but there is just enough that'll catch on this router bit that'll take off that final little bit and get everything exactly perfect. So that is what I am going to do now. turned out really good. Really good. I just have this tiny little bit left to get. And with that, it's done. A little bit of smoothing up with some sandpaper, and it'll be perfect. Awesome. Okie doke. Well, after the routing, I did go over it a little bit. There's no reason to show you that again. Me sanding it with the belt sander. I think you kind of know what that looks like, but it's beautiful. Exactly what I was looking for. Got my center line. I don't know if you can see it marked on there, right there. Yes. Carried it all the way around. I don't know if you can see that or not. I think you can. But everything looks great. It's nice and smooth. And the reason that I reattached the template, I don't know if anybody noticed that or caught that. The reason I reattached the template to the maple before I did that routing is because the way this maple was figured, it sort of feels a little wavy. And I was afraid, and I think I probably am right, that the router would have felt that waviness too, especially like here, and then right over here in the same sort of areas where you're going perpendicular to that wave. Mostly seems like it really is very pronounced. It feels pronounced in my fingers, and so I reattached the template so that I could use the template to route the mahogany instead of using the maple, which is what I've done in the past, and it's worked out fine. But anyways, that worked out fine too. So there's a million ways to skin a cat, and if you think one thing won't work, then try a different way. And so that's what I did. But anyhow, I'm really pleased with that. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, just how smooth and perfect, and it's just great. I mean, it matches the template perfectly, which is what I intended. The joint is just dead flat. It's beautiful. So super happy. We will continue this another day. I have things to do, people to see. So I'll pick this up another day. Thanks again for being here, and I'll see you next time.